Hey everyone, my name is Heather. I am a Scleroderma warrior, is what I like to call it. I making these videos, I guess you would say, is more like a diary and see if I can help anyone. Not just Scleroderma, I have lupus. I do have other autoimmune, including everyone knows about Raynaud's and what it does, especially during wintertime. There's so much of a struggle people don't understand. So much of a struggle. And with autoimmune, it's not just a disease you have problems with, it's also the meds, the autoimmune suppressants like Cellcept, methotrexate, and all the other ones. They lower your immune system to where you cannot fight off an infection. And if you can, it's super impossible. And it takes way longer than most people. So making these videos were extremely important, not just for through the time of what I go through, and I can see and look back and what I've gone through and what hasn't worked for me, but what can help other people. Now, people that don't know what scleroderma is, it's an overproduction of collagen. Collagen, what we go through is pretty much we're being turned to stone. Our body tightens and tightens and tightens, and it is a very deadly disease. We do basically all have it differently. There is really not one case that is exactly alike. My issue is GI issues are bad. I do have bad skin involvement. It has changed dramatically my appearance of what I used to look like. But I also have really bad esophageal problems where I can basically just drink water and I can't eat most fruits and vegetables. There's a lot that goes into this. I also can't go to the bathroom like normal people either. I lost my gallbladder. I get liver stones. I get gastroparesis. I have too. It's very hard to what we go through. People are like, oh, you have overproduction of collagen. Great, you're going to look young. Don't judge us or anyone by what they look like. Because I get told all the time, oh, you look great. You're so young. How are you sick? But unfortunately, diseases, autoimmune, cancer, they are not really prejudiced, racist, or anything whatsoever. They don't care who you are. They don't pick a certain race or gender or age group or whatever the case may be. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it. And when it comes to autoimmune, the crazy thing about autoimmune is that it stays dormant in your body. And what I've noticed is environmental factors can come into play and cause things to change. In my case, it was severe stress. With my kid's father and my last ex, it was extremely stressful, where it brought on and released scleroderma that was dormant in my body. And I knew something was wrong. And a lot of doctors, I went through 9 rheumatologists until I found one amazing doctor. Now, I was about to give up. It was about 4.5 years in. And another rheumatologist said, hey, I think you have scleroderma, but don't take my word for it. Go meet one of my friends. He's a very big, respected scleroderma specialist. I was like, all right, cool. I go meet him, and we're talking for a while, and I was like, so I don't have scleroderma? And he was like, oh, no, you have scleroderma, but you have something else with it, and I'm going to find out what it is. And it felt like a weight completely lifted off. Completely lifted off me. And all the time I've waited, and doctors made me feel like I was crazy and making stuff up. And I mean, I worked 2 jobs. Excuse me. When I was working and I'm a single mom, I handle my own. And having this happen so randomly and going through what I still go through and the amount of surgeries I've had, it's incredible how much damage autoimmune diseases cause on people. It's your body attacking itself. So really, I'm my own worst enemy. And the problem is there's no real medication for scleroderma, except now they just came out with something for lung involvement. And it's very, very new. It's like a couple of months in, so they don't really know much about it. But there's really nothing to stop scleroderma, so they put people on Cellcept. Now, I was put on Cellcept, 2,000 milligrams, straight off the bat, which is a high dosage, within a month. I ended up with a massive infection in my entire upper mouth. My teeth were normally fine. They were perfect. Once I was put on Cellcept 6 months in, I had a massive infection going through my sinuses, my whole mouth, upper mouth, and I had to get all my top teeth taken out. This is how traumatic scleroderma can be. In the blink of an eye, things can change. You could be good one second, and the next second, you're fighting for your life, trying not to get sepsis. And I was on clindamycin for like 5 months. It was so insane. I can't even express to you. Autoimmune is not just physical. It takes a toll on you mentally. It takes a toll on you emotionally. And I wanted to make these videos, and I'm going to try not to drag this out too long, but I made these videos to, so people can see what we go through. And we're all so different. And there's many people out there on YouTube that do the same thing and want to help people. And my goal is I want to take a negative disease and I want to turn it into a positive. If somebody's depressed and they look at my videos and be like, wow, I'm not alone. That's what I want to do. That's my goal, is to help people. Because they're not alone. We all suffer. We may suffer differently because of this disease. And we all even have many other diseases, which is a multi-tissue connective disorder when you have multiple autoimmune. And scleroderma is so scary. I tell people all the time, don't look at Google. I mean, you tell Google you have a headache, they think you're dying of a brain tumor. Like, please don't look at Google. If you want information about the disease, I have no problem helping you. The Scleroderma Foundation has no problem. Your doctors will help you. Don't Google anything. Because Google will tell you you're dying way before you even type in your major symptoms. And what I've noticed is that GI issues have a huge play in a lot of people I know with scleroderma. Now, eventually, I am going to come up with my favorite recipes for a low FODMAP diet. Low FODMAP diet helps GI issues, cause less esophageal pain, and can help. It is tweaking, though, because not all the stuff on there works for me either. I basically can't do anything acidic. Nothing. It has to be all alkaline foods and vegetables. Melons are the best fruit that are alkaline, and alkaline water. It's a pain. But our throats close from the acidity, and we can die. So we have to find what's best for us. And people ask me the most commonly, what's the life expectancy for a scleroderma patient? And everyone's different. Everyone. I have diffuse scleroderma. The way it works is scleroderma has localized scleroderma, which is basically just skin involvement. Then you have what they called systemic scleroderma, and it branches off. There's diffuse scleroderma, which is basically the worst one you can get. It means rapid involvement systemically. It's definitely your organs, and it's everything all in once, and it's like hardcore hitting. Then you have limited scleroderma, which is part of systemic. It can involve your organs, and it's slow progression, which is good to have it slowly, because life expectancy, it really depends. For a limited scleroderma, it's lifetime. You can live forever with it. There's some people that die after 20 years. There's some people that die after 5 years with this disease, or even 3. Everybody's so different, and the way the doctors treat it is different, and that takes a huge part. And what I've noticed is the medications I've been on for this autoimmune disease, and I'm going to be real, has actually hurt me more than it's helped me. So, in my eyes, I'm pretty much rolling with the punches. At this point, I'm taking care of my nerve disease caused by the scleroderma. I have small fiber neuropathy, which means most of my peripheral nerves inside my entire body, including organs, are dead. And the ones I do have are hyperactive, overly sensitive, and they're crazy. I'm not going to lie. So, trying to control that has been my main goal, because nerve pain is pretty bad. And I do yoga. I love yoga. It's helps me loosen. I've noticed that if I don't do yoga for like a few days, my legs tighten so badly I can barely walk. And I originally couldn't walk much when all this first started years ago, like 6 years ago. I couldn't walk much until my doctor kept telling me, do yoga. And that's what got me back into walking. And I'm blessed for that, because I thought my doctor was crazy telling me to go do yoga. Like, they weren't taking me seriously. But yoga is light stretching. And scleroderma, consider yourself a tight rubber band. And the more you exercise and work out, the looser the rubber band gets. If you don't do anything, it goes tight back again into a small little rubber band. And that's what it is with scleroderma and yoga. And stretching. if you do stretching and you have a tight rubber band scleroderma body, it will loosen you up. So I've definitely noticed that exercise plays a huge part in this disease and a lot of autoimmune. Like my youngest has ankylosing spondylitis, and yoga and swimming is his best friend. It helps him a great deal. We caught it early, luckily, because I knew autoimmune signs. So I was blessed with that. But that's another story. I'm going to try to wrap this up because I know it's going to cut me off soon. But I just wanted to introduce myself. Again, I am Heather. I do live in upstate New York right now. I used to live in Long Island. And I'm just trying to take day by day. So I'm going to do denture videos to show people what I go through and what can help. I'm going to do autoimmune videos. Anything that can help anyone. If anyone has any questions or wants me to go through anything or explain what I go through for certain topics, I'm more than welcome to. You can also find me on Facebook. My first name, again, is Heather, and my last name is spelled Byrnes. It's Heather Burns. And you will see my picture right up there, and just click and friend me. Or you can private message me if it doesn't show up. Sometimes it doesn't because Facebook glitches. But I am always here for anyone at any given time. I tell that to the people I'm in support groups with. We are in it together. And I'm here to do this to also help me as also to help other people. So hopefully this can help someone. But it will solely show my doctor's visits as long as my doctors are on board with me allowing to do it. Because, I don't care what information I get about with my health stuff because it's my health. And the more awareness for this disease of scleroderma, the better. Because it's a rare disease and not many people know about it. So I want to spread awareness and help people that battle through it and educate the people that aren't aware. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a happy denture day and also have an amazing autoimmune pain-free day. God bless.